All right. Do we have questions for Thayer? Todd Gibson?
Yep, Thayer, just being a multi-sport star, in high school, do you still dream about playing those other sports that you played in high school? And then just how tough has it been? Obviously, you've had success in football, but has it been tough just sticking kind of with football for the most part?
Yeah, I mean, growing up like I have and playing as many as I have, I've always had the itch and the feeling to do other things. So this spring, I was actually practicing with baseball for the last 2 months, just because I sort of told Coach Avon I'd be out there in case someone on their team gets COVID and stuff. I want to dedicate my time to football as of right now. So I've been going out there, like for practice and stuff, but for the games, I really haven't been going just because it's very time consuming and stuff like that. So I'm going to practice and stuff just in case, they have a COVID issue and they need me. But right now I'm just sort of focusing on football, but it's always good when I go out there because it's just like, it gets my mind, off football sometimes. And it's a good, relaxation to do certain different things like that. So then I always have an itch to, go play basketball sometimes, but, I miss playing, but the other two very much. And I feel like I could go out there and play good defense for the Wolfpack and be like a Braxton Beverly type. But I'm pretty good friends with some of the players on the team because I played with some of them. But that's always like I think a dream about, like a little bit of a dream I have to play basketball. But obviously, my focus is on football.
David.
Hey, Thayer. Just give me your thoughts, kind of what it's been like the last couple months with your new coach, Joker Phillips, and what that relationship's like and how you guys have kind of built it.
Yeah, I mean, we loved Coach McDonald dearly. He helped prepare us get to all of us to this, this level. But when he decided to leave, we were sort of upset about it. But just getting to know Coach Joker a lot, he's a great human being, and I feel like he's a great guy to step in the room and take over and sort of lead our group in the right direction. Just like I heard Coach Doran talk about it, like you have a bunch of older guys who sort of like played a lot of football, and then you have younger guys who haven't. So I feel like he's doing a good job of letting the older guys sort of lead the room and, managing us and, leading us in the right direction while he's trying to coach and develop the younger guys as well. So the spring ball should be a good, development period for, the younger guys, as well as tuning up things that the older guys need to work on.
James.
Hey there, 20 starters back on this team, a lot of upperclassmen. What's the chemistry like right now, and what are the expectations going into spring ball?
Yeah, like, we start practice tomorrow, and I was talking to someone about it today. I said, might be the first time, like, I don't really have a lot of butterflies going into spring ball just because I feel like we're so close to the team and everybody likes each other. So this is the first time where, like, I feel like the offensive guys really like the defensive guys and the defensive guys really like the offensive guys. Whenever we have free time, we all hang out with each other. So we've all been in, we've all sort of been through the tough season of 2019, and then we all, came back for the COVID year, which we had a really good season. So I think we're really all, ready to put, all the pieces together and really make a run at it this year. And I feel like we're all excited, just to get better, to starting the spring ball. And I feel like this spring practices should get us, over the hump, I think, to start us and catapult us for the 2021 season.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Justin.
Hey, Thayer. Considering all of the challenges last season with COVID and everything, and you basically had to be locked in with your team from the summer pretty much through the Gator Bowl in January, how nice was it to get a little bit of time off just for you personally and also for your teammates? Did you sense that they needed to hit the refresh button there in the month of January?
Yeah, it was, it was much needed. I obviously took a little bit of time off. I actually got to go snowboarding with some of my high school friends up in Boone. It was actually really fun. But, once everybody got back after like a week and a half, it was, right back to work. And, I was doing a little bit of baseball as well. So it was, it was a good time to have a little bit of time off. But I think we were all eager to get back here because we know what kind of potential this team has for the 2021 season. So I feel like we were all sort of ready to get back to work so we could start that off to a good note.
And just to follow up on that, looking at this spring compared to this time last year, I know things kind of went crazy in this time last year, but do you sense a different energy in the building after the season that you guys had last year compared to, what happened in 2019?
Yeah, I feel like, everybody wants to be here. I feel like everybody, we report in the mornings pretty early, and then probably around 4:00, we have probably half the team back in the building doing other stuff. So that might have not been the case 2 years ago. So, I think we're all very understanding of, what we could do as a team, and we all want to, do it. So we're doing everything possible in our power to prepare for this upcoming season. I think we're doing a good job of it so far.
Thanks, Thayer.
Jonas.
Thayer, I know you're pretty close with the Mecca, and he decided to come back. Two questions. How big is it to have him back in that wide receiver room with all the experience he has? And did you guys have conversations? Was he like torn on his decision on whether to try to go pro or come back?
If you would have told me probably in December, asked me, I would have said he was leaving just based on the conversations we had. Him coming back, that he might not be a first round draft pick in, a caliber of like some of the, like a Peyton Wilson or whoever else we have on our team, like him deciding to come back. But Emeka's a top 5 player on our team. So, him coming back is huge for us. And, just being I feel like it makes it easier for me and some of the, like me and Devin and CJ to lead the room to have him there. And I feel like it takes a little bit of weight off our shoulders. But, him coming back was huge. I know I think he was decided he wasn't going to come back. And I think he told me that like around the bowl game or right before, I forget what he said, but I don't know. I had my dad sort of talk to him a little bit. My dad's pretty good with words and stuff. And I feel like, we both had made some good points of why he should come back, just because, you only have this opportunity one time. We only had this opportunity to have, like, I think a caliber team like we're going to have this one time, and to make a run at whatever we're trying to do, win a championship doesn't come around often. So I think I just felt like he didn't want to leave, anything left on the table. So he has the opportunity to break some records as well, catch records and stuff like that too. So I think that all played into him coming back.
All right, Gibby, you want to finish us up with Thayer?
Yeah, Thayer, you just talked about, winning a championship. Obviously, with Clemson, everybody's chasing Clemson. Does a team like that make you guys better? Does that make you maybe stay for an extra rep, work a little bit harder? Because honestly, everybody in the ACC is chasing those guys.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they've been on top for a long time before I was in college. So, but I feel like the team that's been the closest to knocking them off has been us over the years, in my opinion. So we have the right people, we have the right people that know how to do it. It's just a matter of, the discipline. The discipline's the main thing. Like, don't get as many penalties as we did last year. Like, that's one area that we're focusing on. That if we minimize penalties, we looked at different statistics like that. It can make us win 2 more games if we just minimize some of the stupid penalties that we had. And, in the one possession games, just the turnover battle. So penalties and turnover battle, if we fix those 2 areas, we did a lot of research on it. You can make us have 11 to 12 wins. It goes from 8 to 9 to 11 to 12 that easily. So, it's not, just about Clemson. It's just focusing on ourselves in that aspect. And if we fix those 2 things about ourselves, the rest will take care of itself. We'll end up being a team like Clemson and stuff like that. So that's what we're sort of focusing on, is just focusing on ourselves and not just the opponent. So.
All right, Thayer, we appreciate